everyone, and once again, a warm welcome back to the DrMBalmer channel. Now, as you might see, I'm browsing around a bit on printables, and I have a search for Dolce Gusto. And why have I done that? Well, as a matter of fact, I did get one of these machines, Dolce Gusto something something plus, a newer model. But I don't have it at my place. It's at my father's place. And while I personally don't drink coffee, my father does. I mainly sometimes use it for well, hot chocolate capsules or pods or whatever you call them. And yeah, not too often, but maybe once a week or twice a week, I can enjoy a hot cup of hot chocolate. And also, my father has a few capsules of coffee. So I wanted to print some kind of capsule holder for these Dolce Gusto capsules. And I started looking around, and there are several different solutions, like these ones, which are just mounted to something, like a door, the inside of a cabinet door or something. Um, of course, here you maybe don't see the exact label of the capsules, and you need to have a door, and you have to attach it with screws, maybe, or glue, or a double adhesive, or something. Not too keen on that at first glance, and well, this looked promising. So I thought that something like this as a print of the day video. But this one was a bit too large for my printer as well, and yeah, we could modify it maybe. And however, I think that this one didn't allow remix culture, so that wasn't really an option then. Uh, there are some pretty neat and simple ones like this. Uh, however, the downside is that it doesn't really, well, it takes up a lot of space as an area instead of going in the height direction. So, but of course, this would be pretty simple to print and yeah, fast thing to adjust as well. And there are like tower based and carousel based stuff, but yeah, this one allowed remix. So, but then I thought that, well, I saw this one, and it's simple. It is stackable, probably as many layers or levels as you want, and it doesn't take too much area on your countertop, and seems pretty easy to print, maybe, and that is, but yeah, that inspired me to create something of my own because well, I'm not too good at 3D modeling or 3D drawing, or thinking in 3D. Um, however, it would be nice to use this opportunity, or use this as an opportunity to make something of my own from scratch. So yeah, this is what this video is about. I don't know if we will fit everything into one part or not, but if this is part one, then welcome to part one, and let's see how we do. So I will, uh, since this is a video mainly aimed at the CAD process and me trying to learn, and maybe if you are also trying to learn, maybe we can exchange some ideas, or you can see the errors that I do, or the things that I actually maybe manage to pull off despite my uh, let's say deficiencies in this field. So yeah, anyway, therefore I will not have too much time lapsing. It will be a lot of CAD, and the point is to see well, the thought process, um, and also there will be prints, of course, and possibly failures, more likely than not, and it will be an iterative process, I think. So let's get to it. Right. So we are in 3D Builder, and well, let's attempt this going basically from scratch here. So yeah, the a capsule holder for Dolce Gusto. Um, so I haven't really made too much preparations for this. So let's try to just start somewhere. Like uh, first of all, with the bottom part, um, maybe not a pyramid. Actually, I'm thinking like maybe a cone, right? And if we start with a cone, which should be sort of to get a bottom part, um, a stable foot, so to speak. Let's have a look here. Well, I want it bigger than 4 centimeters, so let's go for 80, and then this should be 80 as well, right? And then maybe 4 centimeters. Well, the question is, I can just drag it. Oh, sorry. I will undo that. Yes, I want it pretty like flat hat. And I'm thinking then that we will have some kind of a pipe going from the middle. So yes, it's 20.15. So let's make it 20 straight, like that. All right. Um, and I want to have a couple of feet from it that will support the weight of the capsules. So it's pretty hard to explain because I haven't provided any drawing, but bear with me. Um, and what should I use for that? Should I use like a flat cylinder or basically I want to give it like penguin feet, if you know what I mean. Um, maybe a cylinder. Uh, let's move it out of the way. out of the way. So uh, if we would, I'm just gonna free shape it, shape it freely. So yeah, give it a couple of feet, um, just to make it a bit sturdier on the front side, so to speak. So I have for my printer, I have 15 centimeters of available space, and let's see here. This one was 8, so we have some margin here. Um, let's see here. Maybe let's make this 13, and then the Y direction. Well, it doesn't have to be. I'm thinking about cutting it in half. So if this is 90, well, let's make it 100. Yeah, and then um, Z direction. So this is 20, sort of high. So these feet don't have to be too high, I think. Like maybe half a millimeter, half a centimeter, sorry. So if we move it into place, yeah, something like that. So how can I cut this in half? So let's see here. If I place this at 0, yeah, maybe not. Okay, maybe I should place it at 100. And if I place this on 0, and let's see here, is this one? I believe I can. Yeah, it's flat now. It snaps into place. So now let's see here. If I want to cut this in half, so I have the Y direction here. It's 100. So at Y50, I would like to make a cut. No, wait. At X0, Y0, sorry, I would like to make a cut. Um, so how about? I think there was some kind of a. Let's see here. Mirror, no. Cut, but that's not the cut I was looking for. Merge, hollow, split. Um, oh, I see. Yeah, roll. Is that 90 then? Yeah. And then keep both. If I do split. Yeah, let's see here. Now we have two parts to it. This is great. So if I take part 1 here, I would like to rotate the feet a bit, maybe. Uh, let's see here. roll pitch yaw. So if this is like 30 degrees, yeah, sure. Um, but let's start with the other way around. So maybe 330 instead, or is that too much? Oops, sorry. So maybe it's a bit. I can maybe decrease the legs a bit. Um, the rotation. So um, maybe not minus 30, but minus 25 degrees. Yeah, and then let's see here. Where is it placed? X minus 24, 33. So let's get a top-down view of this. It depends on where I want to place it. Exactly. But maybe, yeah, it looks a bit like penguin feet. If you know what I mean. Um, okay, and let's take this one, and if we just rotate it first. So if we put 180, we get it like this, and then we subtract. What do we have? 25 on this. Yes. So minus 155. Yeah, and then let's try to drag that into place. Now the question is, am I in the right spot here? Sort of. It looks okay like this, but can I count on that? Uh, minus 2609, and this is plus 26. Okay, it snaps into place pretty intelligently. So yeah, there we have it. Let's see how it intersects here. Yeah, yeah. Nice penguin, nice penguin. So, um, I don't know, maybe something like this. Um, so let's see what's next then. Um, well, yeah, some sort of pipe here in the middle, uh, to which one can then attach other pipes to build it higher, as high as you want to. Um, so the first pipe. Let's see here. How high is this? So this is 1008. Oh, sorry, it's 20. But why is it 08? Shouldn't it be just 10? Maybe. Maybe we can settle. Settle. Yeah. What happened then? 20, 10. Yeah. X minus 001. Okay, can we put it on 0? Right. Anyway, I think this is okay. So now what? Yeah, the insert basically a cylinder. Yeah, this is nice. And however, it's a bit huge. I don't need such a huge one. So maybe a diameter of like 1.5 centimeters. That's 50 millimeters. This really looks interesting, to say the least. Um, right. And then I don't know how this will print. I hope that this cone will work okay when printing. Uh, we will find out, I suppose. Maybe we should print them in different. But yeah, I think it's yeah. However, before we create sort of the levels here, how high does this have to be? First of all, let me just move it out of place. Okay, it's right from the bottom of the. Does it have to be from the? Yeah, it couldn't be from the bottom. So how high is it? Currently, it's 4 centimeters. Right. And how high is a Dolce Gusto capsule? Yeah, maybe we should have like 6 centimeters. Um, and then I want to place it here. So um, so it depends a bit, I suppose, how you would like to have it. But this could be printed like in one go. But then I would like to have um, like a hole inside of here in which one can put another piece. Right. So a Dolce Gusto capsule is about 35 millimeters high. So I don't need to have 60 millimeters. Uh, of course, this one, let's measure a bit. Um, measure. So from here to here, it's 4281. But they will be hanging further out. Um, the capsules. So I'm thinking, yeah, I don't need this much. I could reduce the size of this a bit. let's go for instead of 60, maybe we can get away with 50, and then this should be half then. So it's placed. Let's see here. Yeah. $50. Um, right. And then I'm thinking I would like to have a hole inside of this cylinder. Um, why don't we put insert another cylinder? Yeah, like this, but only not quite. So this one was 15 by 15 millimeters. We could have like I want to basically um, remove some uh, some material from inside in which a pin can go. Um, you will see shortly here. So let's make it 8 by 8 millimeters, and the height. Well, yeah. How deep should it go? So this one is 50 in total. That's 5 centimeters, but we only need like I want to give it rigidity at the same time. It doesn't have to be too long, but um, so it could be. Let's see here. If I object, how much do we have here? 33 millimeters or so. So maybe 20. Yeah, or it could be 30, of course. Let's say 25, like this. And then we move it a bit. Can I change the color of this, maybe? Let's see here. Edit, paint, color. Now I understand, maybe. Oh, okay. Okay, right. Um, yeah, it snapped into place here, and then we will just snap it like that. Edit, subtract. Yeah, right. Okay, so we have a 25 millimeter hole inside of this, and on the side here we could make the first sort of level, um, and what should that look like? Well, basically I would like to have flat, maybe also ovally shaped things. So let's just try it out a bit. Um, if we place a cylinder which we move outside here, So I think I need about 47.5 millimeter for the capsule to fit into a hole. So, and how many capsules do I want to fit on each row? So if I want, well, I need at least like 5 centimeters per capsule. Um, Almost. So maybe, yeah, I have since my restrictions on my printer, right? 15 centimeters. But let's make this first of all a bit flatter. Maybe it could be like 5 millimeters thick, and then if I make this like 150, which is the maximum for my printer, maybe I should, yeah. And of course, the oval shape will be give a bit of overhead, because in the x direction here, I need a hole here of at least 47 and a half. So the question is, if I make this like 60, right? Ooh, yeah, maybe I could. Hmm, I'm thinking of something, but I'm not sure exactly what. And then if I measure how far out can I. So this is 40. I can't really utilize this area then. Well, I maybe I can. So I need a cutout. Let's just do it like that. I will insert another object, a cylinder, as usual. The mo the cylinder is probably the best shape of all, and I want it to be uh, 47.5. So 47.5 by 47.5. Oh, 47.5, and the thickness doesn't matter. So now I can sort of move it. Oops. And let's move around here and see. Yeah, it snaps into place. So if I were to I will copy this. We'll just have a look. I'll place it there. And this one, and I choose to um, subtract. This won't hold the capsule too well. So either I have to, if I undo this, so either I would have, oh, either I would have to make the capsule fit here, but I could of course make this thicker, because right now this one is 60, but it could be like Easily could be 80. And then I could place such. Oh, okay. That's not what I intended to. So if I now do a subtract thing, yeah, then I get sort of a thing here. But maybe this is a bit much actually. Yeah, I'm wondering. It depends on if I will place like a stud in the middle, which will go into this hole, or if I place it at the end here and let it. Because if I place another hole here for the capsule, I can have one at the back and one at the front. Not too easy actually to. Maybe if I just let's see here. Maybe not 80. How about 70? And then we take this and remove this. Well, I get more on the sides here. So the question is, how much do I need on the sides to hold the capsule steadily? Because now it isn't 15 centimeters from here to. So I could actually, yeah. I think I want all the capsules at the front of this penguin. So I will put a stud over here in the back, and then these feet will sort of keep it in place, and the height of the or the depth of the stud should keep this steady. In that case, I could elongate because I'm not at really at 15 centimeters here. I think that this should hold a capsule pretty well. I don't need to have like the end part enclosing the entire capsule as long as it sits nicely in there. So um, I'll just have to try and find out, I suppose. But it means that I should be able to, if I move this to the side, I should be able to make it longer than 150. Like even for my printer, because so maybe if I make it 170 and then I move this in there and then I subtract. If this is enough to hold the capsule, then the question is how long is this? So should be able to measure from here to sort of well somewhere. Now this isn't a great line, but this is pretty much 150 then. 149. So this should be shorter. Yeah, that could work, I suppose. Um, Another option would be not to make it oval shaped, uh, of course. But let's take another one of these and see how we can. I don't know how thick this has to be, but uh, just placing a few of these. Let's see. Yeah, so I suppose I don't know if this is equidistant, but we can just subtract. Oops, sorry, it wasn't placed. Uh, can do it like this just to make sure, and then subtract the first one. Yeah, sure, that would be possible. And let's measure this 7.85 millimeters, so 0.7 centimeters or zero point 0.8, and then from here to here 4. Okay, so I'm thinking if I undo a few steps here, I could actually, sorry, um, move this in a bit. And if I uh, subtract it from here, so and then this part I could remove, then we get a bit more space here, or it surrounds the capsule a bit more. And then we can place this. Let's see here. subtract, right? Oh, this is a lot of work. And then for seemingly a pretty simple geometric shape or something, but you know, um, and then measure from here to here or something. 3.37. Yeah, it's pretty much there. So the idea would be to now if I just lift this thing and I place it, you know, yeah, that's it looks pretty sick actually. Um, so my idea is you can rotate this on a stud inside of this a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, in different levels. One could have two of these, of course, in one level, but I'm thinking we could have one on each level, and then we just have a stud that goes into that one. But then we need a yeah. So I need to think a bit more here as well. So how to attach the next level then? But I hope that these feet. So basically, you rotate it maybe 45 degrees at max in one um, into one direction, and then on the second level you can rotate it into another direction, and then you can see the labels on the capsules. So I need a stud at least that's uh, a measure. Was it 8 millimeters, I believe, in diameter? Yeah, yeah, 8 millimeters. So I could make a stud that is 7.98 maybe. So 7.98, and then how deep was this? 25. Yeah, so it can be like 24.5 or something. Um, so 8 millimeters. Basically, let's start with another cylinder. I can insert a new one. Cylinder, move it out. Um, Object measure. This was 15, right? Yeah. So if we make this 15 as well, um, 15 by 15, and well, the height I don't know yet, but so let's say that we make a hole inside of this as well. So we'd get a hole. Yeah, maybe. Um, Thinking out loud a bit, but yes, and maybe we could have a deeper hole inside of this. So basically, yeah, um, between each level, if we want somewhere around 4 centimeters, and this is 4 centimeters, so somewhere around this height. And then I want to have like another cylinder to make a hole. So we move this cylinder here, and we say that this is the 8 millimeter hole. 8, 8, and it's 40. So I want to, let's say I want to have it 25, and then we add, however, like a cone, maybe, yeah. So let's see here, 8, and then a cone, which we move. So the base should be also 8, 8, and then the height can be, we had 25, so maybe like 5, so we're at 30, and then we move it on top of it like that. This is just to make it print better, I think, so that we don't get a problematic print when you try to fill the hole, as you will see. Um, so if I group these together, group, and then I move over here, and we can place it inside of this. I will make a copy of it just to have one. So if I move this right into it until it snaps there, and I suppose it, let's have a look. No, there it snaps. Yep, that looks better. So we make a hole, which means that I would do like subtract, and uh, let's turn this around, roll like 90 degrees, or maybe minus 90. No, or do I have a hole? Let me. This is blue, so maybe I should have. Let's see here. Paint color. Let's make it red, like that. Um, okay, and now we move it inside of this and see if we can. Yeah, that looks better. And then we object, edit, subtract. But But we didn't get a hole, did we? I don't understand. Okay, let's we can roll this 90 or maybe 180 maybe like this, and then we grab it like that, push it in, and now we subtract. Yeah, this looks like a hole to me. But what is that? What happened there? Let me undo this and lift. No, lift this up. There's nothing special here as far as I can see. Anyway, let's do it again then. Subtract. I don't know what that is, but let's say it's okay. Um, yeah, and then now if we flip it, so yeah, we don't have to have the cone on everyone. I think I was thinking that I didn't have one here. But maybe I should have the copy here. So this one is, let's see here. Is this grouped together? Seems like it, yeah. So it has a height of 30. Yes. So we could, I shall paint this as well. Um, Red, like this. Yes. And let's make another copy. And if we roll that 180 and then we move it inside of this, that looks pretty. Then we get the same sort of geometries, and I can just subtract. Yeah, so we saw we got a little bit of red here. Right. And now if we flip this around, so 180 degrees, and we add like stud on top of this. So allow me to copy that one more time. So this should fit inside of this pretty well, but we will make it just a little bit narrower, I think. So instead of 8, we can have 7.98 and 7.98 maybe. And the height, yeah, it could be like 29. Point 9. So we make it a little bit smaller. We can that can be red, and this one can be then another color for now, so we don't mess things up. So paint color, and we choose like yellow for that one. So the red one is a smaller one, and I will make a copy of that one. And let's move a copy here. And this one, we shall attach it right onto here. I hope it's centered. So we can measure. I think it should be 9.61, and then wait, no, something's not right. Yeah, 3.4 or so, and 3.4. Yeah. Okay. Maybe this will all go horribly wrong. Now, so I was thinking, yeah, if we now group these two group into one, then how long is this thing? From here to about there, 7 centimeters. Okay. And if we place it somewhere here, it's a bit of a tight fit. Well, first of all, I want to make it snap into place here. There, I think, is the middle. And then if I move it a little bit in this direction, then so 1 millimeter. Yeah, it's tight, but and then what happens if I just move it down a bit, like, yeah, I get like an issue here, right? So I would need to, before I do this, I should grab, yeah, I should grab this one. And if I temporarily just roll this 180 degrees, and I take this one and copy of it, and we place it oh, we're a bit high up, aren't we? Yeah, like that. Just as a temporary thing. And then I group it together, and then we roll back like 180 degrees, and then we place it where we would like to have it. So let's make sure it looks centered. Snapped there into place, and then we move this like one, yeah, something like that, right? And then I would ungroup. I group this and this back, and then I lift them away like that, and then I do subtract. What's that then? I'm getting some troublesome things here. Oh, that's maybe a text from beneath. Okay, so then we just lower this assembly down. And this one we remove. So yeah, we got like a, so we get a hole here, which then oh, this one did not group back. Something like this. But maybe we should seat this all the way. I'm thinking this the thickness of this main plate is 5 millimeters. Yes, so I want to push this thing actually all the way to the base plate. So if I just lift this momentarily, and then we make sure this is leveled, and then I hope this is on the plane. Yeah. Um, I wonder if this could work. Because then we have yeah, and then I'll make a copy of this just to have a copy. Oops, that was not intended. Uh, Move it here. So now if I group this and this like that, and then I roll this 180 degrees, and then we move it. So this will go inside there until it snaps into place like that. Yeah, and then we have a hole there for the next part. But I see that this isn't aligned. 5.9. Yeah, you know, something like that. And then we would be able to, yeah, okay, rotate it not, but um, and then we have another level, and basically, yeah. I don't know if it's very pretty, but I hope it will be functional. There. So this we should be able to print because there's only a hole in there, and then it's building, and this goes into this, and then you just print another one of these main levels, and it should then be raised by, let's see here, by this much, 37 millimeters or so. Um, and then if you want to, you could of course print these middle parts to raise it a bit more. Yeah. So there we have it. I think we'll just have to print it and try it out. So let's do that next. Okay, so we are in Flash Print 5, the slicer software. So allow me to open the base here. Um, well, ooh, is it too big for my printer? Maybe. Should I perhaps rotate this? Will that work? Well, it didn't actually. I mean, it warned me over here, that it doesn't fit. But over here, it didn't warn me too much. So I wonder, but maybe I can uh, move it about a little bit. And I'm a bit worried about warping. So I would like to have like maybe a millimeter of brim around this, so the edges won't come off. Because I don't know how long this will take to print, but if we start slicing, and I'm using 215 and 60 on the temperatures. Um, Infill. I'm thinking I want to have it sturdy enough, so maybe like 30%. Yeah, and then additions. I think brim like 1 millimeter at least, just to keep the, if possible. So oh, off the platform. Once again, it's off the platform. Is it because it's too big, or so? Hang on a minute. Let me on platform center. So something is off the platform for some reason. All right. Let's try it again. Start slicing. 1 millimeter there. Infill 30 hexagon. Slice. Yeah, okay. Let's still slice it. I don't know why it's off the platform. Slice preview. Oh, it starts there and then. Will that work? All right, but it says 2 hours and 8 minutes. So yeah, let's just try it out. I want to see if my capsules actually fit. So that was a close call. So the issue is I got a lot of debris here because it couldn't make the. It wanted to print a hole here, or the perimeter of the hole, but instead it ended up like just stringiness, which it moved around. So that's no good. Maybe that's what. Right. So I made 3 attempts at this, and well, the first two were complete mess ups, and for the third attempt, if you noticed, I rotated the 3D model on the print bed, uh, so it prints in another direction, so to speak, and that worked a bit better. But still, as you can see, I have some issues which we can identify. First of all, I do have some issues with adhesion, and I think that leads to the stringiness that we see. However, as we can see as well, the um, the hole on the back of the unit actually managed to print this time, so that's an improvement. Um, and also, we can see I have some issues with warping, um, meaning that the filament sort of lifts a bit from the heated bed, and that happens especially in the corners where there's a little filament to glue it sort of to the build plate. But instead of aborting this print, let's keep on going and see if it actually manages to produce something of use, something that works, that does not end up in a stringy mess. So let's see how it fares. So, the print has been finished. However, yeah, I've had some issues printing this. Um, Basically, the filament didn't extrude on the whole side there. And then once I turned the filament or the 3D model around and I removed the brim, it actually worked over here. But on the other hand, I got some issues over here, as you can see. But I let it run anyway because, yeah, let's see what it looks like. And yeah, it still turned out pretty good, I think, apart from the obvious, like the ends here. And of course, I did anticipate that this would happen without the brim. But yeah, I think let's try to remove it and have a look. Yeah, so as you can see here, well, I got a bit of an issue over here. The hole actually now worked pretty fine, but with the brim, it may have been. Well, I shouldn't speculate too much right now, but I have some ideas, but we will try them later on. However, Yeah, so these parts never really adhered to the build plate, and well, I still let them be. It's pretty. You can see it's DIY when it looks like this, you know. And yeah, but so we will try to print another one. Sorry for all the cable mess here and debris. It's from another project on the Ansel BM200. If you haven't seen this video yet with the update video as well, then go have a look. It's very interesting. But anyway, this is the focus of today. So we got the cone shape here. It looks pretty nice. So this part will go into the hole of the base plate, basically. And well, since this is printed at the bottom, and you place it this way around into the base, you will get a nice finish on the top layer. It is possible to see through a bit the honeycomb pattern, so maybe we should have some more layers to that, perhaps. But yeah, I can peel a bit of stuff that's misaligned. However, considering how things went here, I thought everything would be like a stringy mess, but no, it actually managed to continue in one way or another. But of course this is not ideal, and we shall try to address this. I mean, this is a great opportunity to learn more about these things in 3D printing. So yeah, actually I do have I bought this tool from Temu. You can find these pretty cheaply. I haven't used it yet, I don't know. But I think it's pretty sharp here. So intended use is to, as I understand it, to trim your 3D prints. A bit. Yeah. Like here we got something. Yeah. Sorry if I was out of shot. It was a bit hard to do it on camera. But yeah. So this is what it looks like. Now I'm first and foremost now interested in, well, we should use this as a chance to check if it actually fits the capsule, and especially the outer part here. Maybe we need to revise our design here, or my design, which is probably not very good. So one moment. Right, I fetched my calipers and also one bag of some Kit Kat hot chocolate Dolce Gusto capsule. So let's first of all, I haven't actually measured it properly before, so you might have a surprise coming. 47 sorry 47.5. So I think we at least designed these holes to be 47.5. Now let's investigate if we're anywhere close. Well, it's more like 47. But maybe I'm not exactly centered. .7, 6.5. Well, maybe this won't be as good as I thought. So, but having this first printout should allow us to, well, adjust things. And we can see that the quality of the print here, if it's visible, I don't know, but there are some like gaps around the perimeters here. So anyway, let's see what happens when we place this inside of this. Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so it doesn't really fit properly here. It could be like this, of course, that's okay. But we could also make the holes a little bit bigger. Oh, now it worked. Yeah, it actually, it did fit. But maybe we could make it a little less aggressive. Considering it should be easy enough to pull them out. So, and this end part is interesting as well then. Well, actually, it will be turned around this way. Yeah, it does hold it. So if this would have been straight as well, it would have gotten a bit more grip on the capsule. Of course, I can use this and just sand it down a bit to get it to fit a little easier. I mean, it works, but it's a bit tight. But maybe I can use this thing or like a sandpaper and just sand it down a bit. Because removing this right now is a bit of a hassle. So yeah, I think we can use this. I'm not too afraid of these things not being 100% perfect. But yeah, there we go. And this actually turned out nicely. What I did was regarding the message that the model wasn't flat on was off the plane, the build plate. I don't know. I did two things. So I removed the brim and I converted the 3MF file from Microsoft 3D Builder into and turned it into saved it in 3D Builder as an STL file, and then it stopped complaining about that. But then I tried to print, and well, yeah, I got some issues with adhesion. So I have some ideas. I think first of all we should clean the build plate with some isopropyl alcohol, and then maybe we should. Well, I have some ideas. We'll see which ones we deploy, maybe. Yeah, but I shall sand this down and see if we can. But then we shall perhaps make this a little bit larger, the holes, maybe like 0.0.1 or 0.2 millimeters or something. Oh, this is pretty good actually. Yeah, we're catching some plastics. So maybe this will work as well. We should try it. I will 46.7, 46.8, and this one is, well, also 46.8. So almost lost my phone there. Yeah, we got some material off of it. So I will just oh, hang on. Well, this was a lot easier. Ah, this is pretty good now. So maybe I can do the same thing on this side. That's nice. Microplastics, yay. Let's try this one now. Yeah, that's a lot easier. So maybe I can remove some more, but right, pretty good. I got this tool. I didn't know I would need it, but for right now. But it wasn't very expensive. I don't remember what it cost, but they're everywhere on the Chinese shopping sites, and well, I got a kit of a tool and extra shaving heads. I suppose these go dull pretty quickly, maybe, so yeah, but that's good. So we can totally use this if it works in every other aspect. Great, but now let's head back into the reiteration of designing and modeling, making these holes a little bit bigger by design maybe, so I don't have to use this tool too much, and then see if we can sort of address this issue and oh, well, all of these issues. Um, so let's do that next. Yeah, actually, we can see some oily markings on the oily marks on the build plate. So that's maybe not good. I have removed some things with my fingers, and so the coating is probably not in the best shape, which isn't good with regard to adhesion. So let's use some IPA, isopropyl alcohol, to fix that first. So yeah, I think it looks better. I have a little bit something here, but otherwise I think the build plate is, well, I have some scratch marks there from one of the very first prints when the print head wasn't maybe perfectly aligned. So yeah, I think this is better now, at least. Right, so now that the build plate is nice and clean, I think we should end this video right here, the part 1 then, and look forward to part 2, which should be up shortly on the channel as well. And we shall continue and finalize this little project and see if we can reach the ultimate target of getting a complete build of something working for this. So yeah, look forward to part 2, and thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.